Hey everybody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we cleared out most of the rest of the remaining surface of Liurnia, that is, this place up here, Bellum Highway. We went up the road, down this church, down here as well, and into the ruin-strewn precipice as it is known as. We paid a visit to the Grand Lift, then we paid a visit to some frenzied flame guys, and this time, my end goal is right here to Caria Manor, but of course, because it's me, I found a load of things to do first to delay the inevitable. And we're gonna start down here by Carian's study hall I am right outside of. Also, I switched outfits because I realized I went the entire last video with the same freaking outfit, and while deciding on a new one, I noticed that the chain-draped tabard is technically new. The other one is the foot soldier tabard. Apparently, there's a very slight difference in stats and things. It's more resistant to strike damage, but less resistant to slash and pierce and magic. Sure, I guess this is what the foot soldiers in Liurnia are wearing. Starting off, there is this thing to the side with some roa fruit, and as you can see, there is a town over there, or at least a house. We actually have no indication or evidence that it is indeed a town, but we can see something over there. Try to get a better look. Hello, that looks like a jar, and I can see another jar inside that house. Alright then. Unfortunately, nowhere to get there from here. But I would like to point out, in past versions of Elden Ring, there used to be a road on this map going down this way. So if you remember this and are wondering where the hell the road is in my game, yeah, you're not crazy. It was there, but they ended up removing it in one of the later updates of the game. I think it was 1.05 got rid of it. Most of the other map changes were done in 1.02 or 1.03, so it's weird that this one lasted a long time. I guess the original idea was that this map is outdated, but as they changed other things about the map to reflect how the game is actually laid out, they started to lose that vision, so they just decided, you know what, remove the road, it's fine. I know that a lot of the comments on Illusory Wall's video going over those map changes were like, I liked the fact that the map felt kind of outdated, but due to these changes taking place, it's clear that that's not the idea they had in mind. They actually did want the map to be accurate to the game. They wanted it to be easier to navigate, so I do not mind one bit. No, the Golden Knight's still there. He's still in the field, walking back and forth. The way to get down to that town is up here, which is why I marked up here. You can even see it on the map. It's right there. It's pretty subtle. It's not as bright as the surrounding land is because it's not as high up. But I think from up here, by where the Golden Knight is, the Golden Lightning Knight, the Knightling, down, yes, there are gravestones. These are pretty hard to find. These are, climb down scalable gravestones. That's a cerulean scarab, do not care. Drop down, we can see a grace. We will be rewarded for our efforts with a nice old checkpoint. You know what? I somehow feel safer doing this without Torrent. I feel like Torrent's gonna wander a little bit too far, and then I'll end up dead because of it. Or, okay, it didn't look like I was gonna make it there for a second. This is Jarberg, a little town off to the side. Drop on the roof, smithing stone level 3. There's a bit to see here, though, nothing important. It's very much an optional area, and, or so I hear in the original version of the game, the launch version, I mean, there really was nothing to find down here. It was just a place where jars existed, and you could grab some flowers for the road if you want. Because I'm pretty sure, I've heard of this. This little jar right here, sitting on the ledge, you can talk to them, and I think I've heard this guy was patched into the game post-launch. So yeah, now there's something to see down here, but before there wasn't, I don't know, I'll have to confirm that.
Hello, Cos. What are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us jars. Ah. Are you going to be the new potentate?
What is a potentate? Sure.
Gosh, truly. That's wonderful news. It's not easy being potentate, though. I know. Show me your hands. It's just a little test, cuz. To see if you've got the right stuff.
Your fingers, please.
Your skin isn't so smooth, is it? You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know?
Is it because I have 255 pores?
But I don't think you've got what it takes. What a shame.
if you turn your pores down in character customization, does this actually change? It probably doesn't, but still, that would be funny.
Don't look so glum, cuz. We can still chat.
I do look kind of glum, I agree.
Come back and visit me. When you can.
I'll try to remember to do that, but I probably won't remember to do that. I think I'm going to leave a marker on the... There is kind of a marker there, but I'll leave a couple of markers in the ocean just to remind me, like, as I'm scrolling past Liurnia, I'll see them and I'll be like, oh, right, I should go back and talk to Jarbairn, is his official name. I don't know what Bairn is. It's probably a name of some kind. But yeah, this is Jarberg, just that little guy that says you can't be potentate. Well, for now, there might be more stuff to see later. But there is, yes, you can find a lot of pot items here. So if you are crafting a lot of pot items and you want to find out how to get more of them, Jarberg is a place where you can find many of them, though you can only find them here once, so sorry. There's also loads of crafting recipes. Don't worry, the jars don't care if you take them. After all, they respawn as soon as you leave the area, so... Well, they respawn as soon as you teleport or die, but who's counting? Hi, that's a non-pot item. Actually, it is. It's a shard of a pot. Pretty close. There's the ledge I was looking at before. Now we can actually see my past self. Hello, past self. How you doing?
Hey.
Careful not to fall. These guys are all living on the edge of disaster. And by disaster, I mean a pretty... Oh, wow. Look at that blue color on the water. That looks like... It looks like some kind of tropical lake, even though it's not really. It's like the bay. I don't know. This looks kind of like a bay. It's encircled by land. That's what a bay is, right? There's no official name for the oceans, and I wish that there was to confirm what types of watery thing they are. Hey, clear weather once again. It was so foggy up until now. We were going down through Silent Hill, because, you know, take a game, add fog, it's Silent Hill automatically. It's almost as annoying as the constant comparisons to Dark Souls, or almost as widely considered annoying. Or at least it should be. I don't consider the comparisons to Dark Souls annoying. I'm guilty of it. I compare things to Dark Souls all the time. I mean, of course I compare this game to Dark Souls because it literally is Dark Souls. Like, it might be called Elden Ring, but it's Dark Souls. It's the exact same controls, gameplay, and even some assets here and there. So yeah. Got another stack of graves here. I think do we have wolves here? I remember there being wolves here. Not that they matter that much. They're not that hard. And that, back there, that is the Divine Tower of Limgrave, and that is the bridge that leads up to it. As you can see, I put a million markers over there off camera. That's because I have a couple of other stops to make before we start heading up to Caria Manor, so I'm gonna get started on that actually first. All you really need to do to chat more with Jarbairn is reload the area by going back to the Site of Grace. I think I'm personally going to make it appear more natural by coming back to Jarbairn on occasion to talk to him, but we'll see what dialogue he has after this. Or after the first one.
Oh, hello again, cuz.
It's been like 5 minutes, buddy.
I'm happy you came back. I have good tidings for you, cuz. Have you noticed the rare flowers growing in this village? I asked the villagers if you could pick some of them, and they said you'd be very welcome.
Well, that's good, because I've already picked all of them, basically.
Go on, cuz.
You
really should pick
My
some
pockets are
flowers.
stuffed with flowers. I don't need any more.
They might be of some use.
Might, yes, might.
Who knows?
Alright, that's all you say for now. I will be sure to come back later. For now, we're going back to Limgrave. Yes, really. These large ruins out in these plains appear to house something special. It is at this point in the map, by the way. I don't recall many people in their Elden Ring playthroughs coming out here that often, so, yeah. It's no wonder why I missed this for so long. Okay, we got birds, and then we have you. You there. Give me the gesture crossed legs. This is the only place you can find this, out in this random spot in the open world. I kind of wish some of these gestures were easier to find, but, whatever. I can sit cross-legged now. Let's just do that. I think you actually sit like this, well, without your legs sinking into the ruins, but I think you actually sit like this at Sites of Grace when you have certain pieces of armor on, which is kind of interesting. I believe I have missed this part of Fringefolk Hero's Grave. I remember I was editing and I saw myself go up to the entrance, but not actually go in. So here we are. Let's see what's up this way. More enemies, of course. What else would I expect in a dungeon such as this? Unfortunately, those guys are archers, so they're not going to walk out in the path of the thing. I was hoping that they would. Look at how much FP I have. That's with the rune arc and the talisman that boosts my maximum FP. So yeah, that's a lot. That's really nice. I should definitely start boosting mine if I get to have that much FP. Okay, I need to be careful here. I don't expect there to be much. It might just be a dead end. It might have literally nothing. I just wanted to make sure and make sure to come and see what it has and show it off in a video. This is not... Okay, this is something. This is something extra. What are you? Are you a banished knight? I'm gonna heal in case you are. You don't have company, do you? No. Yeah, that's why the stealth in this game kind of sucks, because like that guy was scripted to see me when I came close. Either that or I was technically in his line of sight. I don't really know. Dragon Wound, Grease, and a Banished Knight. Alright then. I'll fight him, but unless he drops something, that's not that big of a deal. And, like, there's no reason to come over here otherwise, unless you really are really hurting on Dragon Wound Grease and really want to find more of them in this random dungeon. In case you were down in the hero's grave wondering, hey, I wonder where I can find some Dragon Wound Grease randomly as you're going through a completely unrelated area. Okay, here we go. Dragon Communion Seal. That's a special item. Enhances Dragon Communion incantations. Those are the dragon powers that you buy from the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. The sacrificial devouring of the heart gives power. Indeed, Dragon Communion is too primal in nature for the term incantation to be appropriate. This seal scales incantations with one's arcane attribute. I like how it says they're too primal for incantation to be appropriate, and then immediately calls them incantations, then also calls them incantations up above. So what? Make up your mind. Well, that is all I wanted to do. On the road ahead we go! There might be some things to see on the way there, but hopefully this last stretch won't take us too long. Hey, speaking of things to see on the way there, here's some ruins. There's a Stake of America here? Dude, the site of grace is like 2 feet back. Why is there a Stake of America here? What's the point? That's so weird. All right. King's Realm Ruins. These are one of the ruins I always forget the name of just because I hardly ever visit it. Okay, here's a noble sorcerer who has the ability to teleport around. They usually teleport in the direction the mist leads. Usually, this guy didn't. So there goes my theory of how these guys work. I usually just ignore them. They can be annoying, but they're not annoying enough for me to waste too much time on. Waste too much time or energy over fretting over killing them, I mean, not over fretting over. That was kind of redundant. Thin beast bones from the wolf. Sorry, wolf. Okay, where is the cellar? That's my most, I was going to say most worrisome worry. That makes no sense. That's my highest priority right now. I just want to find the cellar for this place so we can keep moving on. Because I don't think there's too many buildings in these ruins. God, okay. Your ability to teleport is making you a bit harder, I guess. You didn't even move. Okay. Some of them teleport. Some of them just go invisible briefly and then turn visible again. Like, great job, guys. Or maybe that's what they're all doing. Hi. I didn't intend that, but there is an illusory wall that leads up to Caria Manor that I think you might have to deal with if you want to go up there. We'll talk to that big guy in a bit. No, you can just jump around this way instead. Well, hey, it's the most obvious way forward is blocked, and so the illusory wall is blocking it. Kinda cool. As for the cellar, this looks cellar-ish. Was that supposed to be a trap? That was very ineffective. These little sword things are traps that are... They are traps that announce their triggering, like, 5 minutes before they actually do anything to you. So what's the point? I don't really know. You barely moved at all. How was I unable to hit you there? Do you just have invincibility frames? Hello, random wolf joining in on the fun. You were saying something. Do you say something like interesting and lore relevant? Oh, this looks very cellar-ish. So I think this is our first cellar that is hidden behind an illusory floor. You want to watch out for that sometimes. It's got a boss. And I remember what this boss is. And I am not excited. Let's do it! Let's endure it for a little longer. It's a Royal Revenant. Why would you do this? I mean, they make pretty good bosses, I guess. Enemies, yeah, definitely no. Ooh, okay. With Carian Slicer, I can do a lot of damage, so this won't go terribly. It's just... Annoying. You went down and then you popped out in the exact same place. What was your deal? Okay, I expected that. Didn't expect the third one because he randomly does it, I think. Does he? Did he do the third attack before and I'm just an idiot for not catching on? Okay, are you done attacking? Please say yes. You said no. They've got that attack where they grab you a million times. If you get hit by one of those, you're being hit by most of the rest of them. I could proclaim, why is there a Stake of America? And then I use it anyway, because it is a little bit of distance I don't have to cross. Still kind of pointless though. Ghost? I'll be sure to talk to you later. 404. Good enemy not found. Alright. I fucking hate these enemies. In case you need to know, in case you didn't remember my speech about them from episode 9, I despise these enemies and I cannot believe they were considered acceptable for this game. Then again, I am able to dodge him decently, I guess. It's just that some of their attacks go on for forever. They can chain stuff together really well and then dodge away after all of it. And then they have that big grabby move that does 1,000,000 damage to you per second. And they can go into it from that? Why? Why? What the fuck is... I guess I should dodge in a direction other than backwards. I'll try that next time. I'm doing real well. Look at me. This is going great. Cool! Awesome! Love it! Love these enemies! You know what? I have an idea. Healing powers hurt these guys, right? Let's throw down some warming stones. I'm actually gonna use a consumable item against a boss for once in my goddamn life. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing to you. It's doing absolutely nothing. Well, that was a great hint from before, wasn't it? Oh, healing powers will kill them. I guess it has to be incantations. Fucking excellent. That was amazing. I didn't know you could leap that far. Stop attacking, for the love of God. Please stop attacking. Oh my God. Oh, of course, teleport away at the last second, of fucking course. And okay, I was getting too greedy there. Stop. Oh my God, what the fuck are these enemies? Who made this? Who made this shit? I'm sorry, I should get mad this early on in the playthrough. What the fuck is this enemy? Oh my fucking God, I am going to turn into the Joker. I think this is the most amount of times I've died to a boss in this game so far. And he's not even a boss. We fought him as an enemy earlier in this region. And I still died to him there. My patience has run out. Spirit Jellyfish, go! Alright, let's do this. Let's actually kill this guy, please. Please. He's just a random asshole in the ruins. The jellyfish, can you attack him? Please, thank you. Oh my God, thank you, jellyfish. Oh my God. Alright, Scholar's Armament, let's go. The jellyfish can tank. He's after me for some reason. Thank you, buddy. And then Carian Slicer, I could try using. Okay, so I'm finding that, like, trying to strafe around him instead of dodging away from him is a little bit effective. Except for that. What was that? Did that actually hit me? Did his arms make contact with me there? Because it didn't feel like they did. Okay. Die. Fucking die. Holy shit. A bit of an embarrassing showcase from me, but that's just how stupid Royal Revenants are. Let's see what you were guarding. What kind of amazing treasure you have in here. It might actually be something good, so I'll hold my judgment until... Oh my god, okay, it's a weapon I'll never use. Fine, I'll take it. I'll take something as long as he's dead. Signature weapon of glintstone miners. Use this tool to extract glintstone from broken rock, and as such, a faint magic can reach the blade. Isn't this the exact same description as something else, or am I just misremembering? Yeah, I guess I read that description before, and I just didn't remember that we didn't have it yet in this playthrough. Man, you know, I'm pretty sure I beat that thing first try in my last playthrough, and that's because I waited until later to fight him. And I probably should have done the same thing here, or else I wouldn't have raged nearly as much. That's this ruin's done. I'd like to find that ghost again so I can see what he has to say. Does he... Please tell me he lambasts the Royal Revenant for existing. Please, sir. Validate me. E.G., forgive me. These royal grounds were placed in our trust, but we stood no chance. Huh. So, I mean, these are known as King's Realm ruins, so I guess they were supposed to be something important? Would be cool if the ruins looked a bit different to reflect that they were once something important, rather than being the same old mossy cobblestone we've been seeing the entire year. I can't complain too much, though. Once again, double for the why is there a freaking Stake America when there are not... There's 2 sites of grace surrounding these ruins. I'm just gonna sit down and level up. Vigor! 833. Road to the Manor, yes indeed. Hello, sir. Hello, big man. You look like, in the giant blacksmith in Dark Souls 1. I guess you're supposed to be a reference to him. Look, there's even the sword that guts the black swordsman from Berserk wields.
Well, look at you. We don't receive many visitors. I presume you are tarnished? What brings you here?
I can't answer that, but it's Ranni.
Oh, pardon me. It's hardly my place to ask, is it? I am E.G., a blacksmith who once served the Carian royals. An old codger who refuses to retire his rusty hammer. So here I am, still quietly plying my trade on this spot. Perhaps you'd like a display? These bones are old, but still able.
You don't just got a rusty hammer, there's a fungus growing inside that thing. Also, what is that book you have there? Is that the entire Lord of the Rings in one? You would need a book that big to fit it all there. Purchase, we can buy Somber Smithing Stone level 1, 2, 3, or 4. He has limited amounts of 3 or 4, but has unlimited amounts of 1 and 2. Pretty cool. You can also upgrade your armaments with him. I could, like, maybe boost my magic staff. I think I'll wait on the Twin Blade. I think the Twin Blade is doing enough for me. Then again, why not? It's just a boost of, like, 7 attack power plus some scaling attack power. Let's do it. And if you're not going to retire your rusty hammer, I may as well get some use out of it. Please take care.
Oh, watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my smithing, I lose sight of all else. If you come too close, I'm apt to cause you harm. I am, after all, terribly large compared to you, Tarnished. You don't know how hard it is not to break anything while I work.
If so, the fact that you were able to smith my tiny twin blade, that's pretty impressive. You did a great job. That's just some flavor dialogue. There is no actual danger when he's smithing.
Brave, Tarnished. A word of warning, if you please. This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. Their manor lies not far beyond this point. When the Raya Lucari Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this tract. After leveling it, they carried on to the manor. The Carians were taken off guard.
Great
But their
pun.
strength had not waned, and they repelled the Knight's onslaught by conjuring an enchanted snare that remains potent to this day. That is why I say, Tarnished, don't go near the manor. Unless you wish to lie with the corpses of the heedless knights of the cuckoo.
They always say, don't go to the place, and it always just makes me want to go to the place. And besides, I'm going to the place whether you like it or not. Oh, also, remember back in episode 4, I think that was, we helped Blythe fight Darrowil, or Blythe helped us fight Bloodhound Knight Darrowil in an Everjail and Limgrave, and then told us to seek out Iji. Now that we finally have, after all these episodes later, we can talk about that.
Blythe actually did that. Did he? Quite a rare occurrence for such a guarded soul as he. Perhaps he sensed something unusual about you. At any rate, if you're friendly with Blythe, I've something else that might suit you.
That unlocks the ability to buy the Carian Filigreed Crest. Lowers FP consumed by skills. An honor said to have been once awarded to Carian knights who served as direct retainers to the kingdom's princesses. Now there is only one princess, Ranni, daughter of Renala. Cool. About advice. Okay, yeah. Don't go to the manor. It's dangerous. Okay, I want to use a couple of these so I can get 5,000 runes and I can buy that thing, because I'm probably going to forget to buy it otherwise. So let's do it now. Boom. Thank you for the talisman, buddy. Now, I'm going to proceed up to the manor. I kind of wish he would talk under his breath and say, oh god, and say, like, oh, I always tell them and they never listen as you go. That is a spell coming from the manor. It is a rain of magic arrows chasing after you. You just stay away from me. You just dodge out of the way. It's not too hard. I don't remember what this way is, so I'm gonna come check this out real quick. Is there a secret boss or something here? Wouldn't be surprised if there was. No, there's a collection of graves. Alright, I'll collect some golden runes and leave. I feel like there has to be some kind of secret big enemy over here. Why would they have this wide open space without an enemy? Oh, it's rats. Oh my god! Newsflash! First of all, I'm being attacked by diseased rats, but second of all, our health bar is longer than the stamina bar, at last! And that is the base amount of health, I think. I hope I don't have any health boosting things on right now, but that is, if that is our base amount of health, we finally have made it longer than the stamina bar. Oh man, it's been a long time coming. That's how you know that you've left the early game and you're officially in the mid-game. The early mid-game, though. We're not that far through the game. Trust me, we are not. We'll take the extra golden runes that the day drop on top of the golden runes that are already here. Golden rune level 4, golden rune level 3, golden rune level 1 maybe. Oh my god, I was actually right about that. Golden rune level 3. I guess they come in varying sizes based on the varying importance of whoever was dead in that coffin. I assume the golden runes came from dead bodies. That kind of makes sense. It would make sense as to why we see them in skulls all the time. How are you seeing me from here? God, you have amazing vision. Trees never hurt you. Don't worry about it. There's a monument out here. I might have to read it as I fly on by because this thing's shooting me. Whoever this is shooting me. Could be anyone. Could be a sorcerer. Could be a basic soldier. Resting place of the contemptible cuckoos. Lost in the manor or something. What did I say? Hold on. I'm trying to appreciate our history. Can you please? No, stop. Get off of turret. Okay, there we go. Lost in the siege of Caria Manor. That's all I needed to know. All right, moving on. Grace, at the front door. Drive past and get it. You are safe from the arrows this close up. There's the manor in there, but before we go in, I'm gonna go this way. There is more to see over this direction, but the arrows will resume their firing upon our position. Let me just heal up. In preparation for taking a hit, I might have to start actually moving back and forth to prevent them from hitting me. And then, wandering nobles. Okay then. I think I was about to sound the alarm. I'm pretty sure everyone knew that I existed already. I don't know why I'm killing them, taking out my frustrations built up by the Royal Revenant, I guess. Seriously, the fact that that stupid thing and that stupid ruin was the only boss to kill me that many times so far really, really hurts my pride. Hello there, little invisible scarab. We saw you from all the way over there last time, and now I would very much like to kill him. Alright, it passes by that right here, so I'll just be prepared. Be prepared. This one's kind of hard to get, but the reward is worth it. Ash of War, Hoarfrost Stomp. I think I heard a lot about this Ash of War in particular before I played the game. Like, people were hating it because it was really overpowered for PvP, but overpowered or not, I love it. Stomp hard to spread a trail of freezing mist on the ground. The mist applies the frost status effect. It also grants an armament the cold affinity. I shall attach that thing to my twin blade because, my god, is it fun. I used this twin blade with that Ash of War for basically my entire first playthrough, and I never stopped loving it. It was incredible. I am more than excited to get it on. So I think I will quite soon once I go over the fact that there is a land bridge that takes you down there. That's back down to the canyon that leads to the Ruined Precipice. We don't need to see anything else over here. We are all done. Let's head back to the main Caria Manor gate and take our new attack into this dungeon. Ashes of War. Twin Blade. And then... where is it? It's gone. Okay, so this is going to take some damage away from physical, but it will add a lot of magic damage. Problem with this is not every enemy is susceptible to magic damage. Like, I think Ranallo was very, very resistant to it. So it might make some enemies a bit harder to fight, but to make up for that, it's going to give us 91 frost buildup. That's quite a lot of status effect buildup, from my experience anyway. Oh, and it's also going to switch out Spinning Slash, which I have literally never used, for Hoarfrost Stomp, which I will be using a lot. And yes, I can choose any of these thanks to some of the wet blades that we have picked up, but Cold is exactly what I want. Give it. Give it. Cold Twin Blade. Oh my god, I'm so excited to use this. It also allows this weapon to scale with intelligence, so we might see increased scaling effects on top of the, the extra magic damage. In the meantime, though, welcome to Caria Manor. As you can see, we have a weird enemy to get us started. We've already seen these enemies in the last video. These are the Finger Creepers, and they come in the small and big varieties. This place starts off with an open field where there's a lot of, like, little secrets to find, or I guess not really secrets, they're kind of out in the open, but there's a lot of items to collect, but there's also a lot of Finger Creepers to fight and to be attacked by. I approached the Caria Manor at a much earlier level in my first playthrough. I did it before I did the Academy, so I'm approaching it later partially so that I can have a better time exploring these grounds, because I remember these grounds. These grounds weren't the greatest thing for me to explore in my first playthrough. They were kind of unfun. But now that I am much more leveled up, thanks to the Academy of Raya Lucaria beefing me up a bit from the runes I got from it, we should be good. Oh my god, okay. If you see an item out here in the grounds, be suspicious of it. There could be a Finger Creeper underneath it waiting to grab you, and I think that will cause a grab attack if I didn't get out of the way of that right then. Oh god! Quick tip, don't dodge away from them. Did you tried to grab me there, and you actually did hit me. This is going great. This entire episode has been a really enjoyable experience so far. Let's attack you before you have a chance to grab me. There's my Frost going off there. I really love Frost because it deals a bunch of extra damage to an enemy, and most importantly, it is percentage-based damage. No matter how high their health is, it will deal the same amount of damage to them in addition to however damaging the attack I laid was. And if it was one of the big attacks that does a lot more damage, then it's all the more satisfying. Basically, Frost just allows me to do more damage on occasion, and that's what I love about it. I think it also lowers their damage negation for a little while, so that I can do even more damage while they're frosted. That is one of the effects of Frostbite. Also, reduced stamina usage, but as indicated by the Royal Revenant, enemies don't really have a stamina system, I don't think. Maybe they do. It would be interesting if they did, but I don't think they ever do. I mean, if the Royal Revenant had stamina, you think it would actually, I don't know, stop attacking? Of course, it did stop attacking a couple times. I am aware of that, but still. Alright. I just need to get all my rage and frustration about the freaking Royal Revenant out. Hello? Hey, if there's anything good about the Royal Revenant fight, actually let me use my Spirit Ashes to show them off. The Jellyfish is, again, the Jellyfish is one of my favorite ones because it doesn't do a lot of damage to the boss, it just distracts them for you. So you still have to hit it. for the most part. If you don't, it's gonna take a hell of a lot longer to die. All the jellyfish can really do is poison it with like a 12 damage attack on occasion. But that's perfect for my capabilities. You cannot summon Torrent in here despite this being an open field. I'm gonna scour the boundaries. I don't expect there to be much to find. Who's after me? Is it one of the small ones? Yep, it's one of the small ones. Very threatening. Look at him. He's kind of adorable, to be honest. Until you realize that he's got like 12 fingers. And when you realize that it has 12 fingers on one hand, then you want to kill it and get it out of your sight. Herba! You were seriously guarding an Herba. Well, I guess you are the small ones. You need to use anything to your advantage to try and kill me. I don't even think the small ones haven't hit me with that attack, have they? What happens if they do hit me? There is a Scarab giving Carian Piercer. Is there a hand back here? No, and then the Ice Crest Shield. We got 2 things to look at, so let's look at him. You see nothing over there. Big hand. Conjures a magic greatsword to impale foes. The sorcery forms a counterpart to Carian greatsword. Highly lethal when used against single foes or riding alone. Ah, this is what Moongrum Carian Knight was using against me. Now I can use it myself as soon as I get 27 intelligence. Why is it more than greatsword? Why is it takes more intelligence to make a thinner sword that you stab forwards? Okay, whatever. Small metal round shield, heavier than a wooden shield, but boasts higher damage and negation. The crest originates from a Carian princess. Though the effect is slight, it boosts magic damage negation and resistance to frost. Pretty cool. An ice shield blocks ice. You would think you would get colder from holding the shield, and so it wouldn't do a great job of it, but hey, this is... Hello there. I find if I can get behind them and keep attacking their little stump, their severed stump, they just kind of die. They get stun locked from every little hit I deal with this Twin Blade, so there we go. I have yet to use Hoarfrost Stomp. I should fix that, now that I actually have it. Because I was used to having, what was it called? Spinning Splash for all that time, and not being interested in using it even slightly. Is there an item around this fountain that is no longer a fountain? It's more just a stone hut for birds, I guess. Maybe more like a mansion for birds! Okay, nope, I'm getting out of there. I did remember those 2 were there, but I don't think I was that close to them. Oh no, okay. Up these stairs, I don't want 3 of these things after me. Up these stairs we go, please start running, no! Get, dead, I'm dead. Yeah, so even though I can get behind them pretty easily, if they group up on me, it's really hard. What are you... Get down here, coward! Are you scared to face the wrath of Hoarfrost Stomp? That didn't do anything. Okay. Hoarfrost Stomp works if the enemy stays put for a little while. If the enemy is very mobile, it's really hard to hit them with it, especially if they have a reaction to it. If they have like a dodge that they can use to react to it. That hit me? That didn't look like it should have. Whatever. Let's just attack you. I think I'll take you down easier if I actually start attacking. Anyway, this is what Hoarfrost Stomp looks like. Anything caught in that, when the shards explode, will take extra damage. It also deals frost to them on top of that. So, yeah, extra way to freeze an enemy and to make them more vulnerable for higher damage attacks. Hi. We have this side area with a glintstone craftsman's cook, but I didn't realize you were alive, good sir. You are a first-generation albinoric. There's a, quote, trap in here. Very, very hard to see coming. Freezing pot. Cool. We're finding a lot of frost things today, aren't we? I guess whoever lives here is really good at frost. Maybe Ranni herself? Oh, excuse me. Die. And then die again. I'm going to kill you, and then kill you again. Hey, come on this way, buddy. Come on this way. Hold on, can I actually use these against them? I don't know, this guy moves really slowly, so I'm probably not gonna be able to test on him, but it would be funny if these did attack the enemies in addition. Kind of like the arrow traps down in the catacombs. I don't think there's anything over there, no illusory walls or anything, even though there is that weird, like, arch pattern going through the wall. I guess they built the arch before they built that room. Okay. Real great traps you got, guys, real impressive. Shoot down at you. I'm just kind of hitting it with a lot of stuff. They can shoot a projectile from long distance, but this projectile is not actually that threatening. If it hits you, it'll explode a little while after. You just don't want to be in the explosion. That's it. Switch back to the start, and then... full fuel. Excuse me. Stay still. Thank you. I think a bunch of smaller hands would be easier, smaller finger creepers would be easier to show off this skill against, so let's do so. Boom! Look at that! If the enemy has low enough health, they could always die instantly to Hoarfrost Stomp, and that's just fun. I love that. Let's see what else is around here. I don't think I'm going to spend too much longer down here in the interest of keeping things moving along. I already got the item off of that corpse. Here, okay. There we go. Just gonna kill you. Not go anywhere near the big finger creeper right there, because I'm sure that grab attack would hurt a lot. Thanks for the Somber Smithing Stone level 2s. I still don't have a weapon that I want to use that needs those to upgrade, but we'll find one. Another thing Hoarfrost Stomp is great at is apparently staggering. A lot of enemies stagger to it, so you can use them to, you can use it to kind of cancel an attack. At least that's how I found it's been useful. Hello. Yes? Why was I hitting the rock? I was still hitting him, but my attacks were being canceled thanks to the rock, and because I'm dual wielding this thing, it was just doing the small damage of the initial attack. Because the Twin Blades attacks, to reiterate, go in twos, where like the first one does less and the second one does a lot more. And they combine together to create the full damage amount, or so I assume. I'm gonna run around this place real quick. I'll probably speed up through this. I scoured the area a little bit more, just found a golden rune level 4, so that tells me I was good. I explored everything, and I dealt with the finger creepers the whole time. I also died to them a couple times, but we don't talk about that. Let's keep going. Hi. Okay. You know, this is fine. There's just a bunch of small ones. I can dodge away from that. Especially, like, using my iframes really well there. Okay, that was a big crush attack. Take that. A heal. Perfect. Attack, attack, attack. No, attack. There we go. It's the second swings of the Twin Blade that stagger them. Not the first one. Wow, the final hit of Chain Attack's Talisman wouldn't be so great, because if that, the little moment where I took an extra break within my attacks, if that's the final hit, that's a lot of attacks I need to do to get up to that point. Speaking of which, I did hear, I did look it up in editing and display the information about the Winged Sword insignia last time on screen, so I think I'm gonna equip it for a little while, because it is a little bit better than I thought. We'll see if it makes a difference. For now, though, the main way to go is up through these doors with the blue torches. I really like those torches. They look cool. Hello, there's a ghost in here. I find it interesting how there's never really ghosts in legacy dungeons. They're always in the minor dungeons.
Lady Ranni, we have long awaited you. I pray for your house's swift revival. May the full moon shine upon Caria.
I may have defeated the Queen of the Full Moon. I hope that's not too detrimental to you guys' progress. Well, that basically confirms Ranni's nearby. A curious thought popped into my head. Can I attack you? No. You were made of metal. Got it. Understood. My parents did always say that ghosts can't harm me. Up those stairs is a sight of grace. I shall take it. It'll start us onto the next act, I guess, of the dungeon, or the next leg. Sure, we'll go with that. Leg makes the most sense. Act is like Sonic, and we aren't going into a separate level. This is all one interconnected, conjoined thing. We aren't playing a game made of levels now, are we? Well, we kind of are. I mean, the Dark Souls games are kind of made of levels, sort of, a little bit. Some of them let you do them in other orders, but still, they were, especially Dark Souls 3 was basically a linear romp. Alright, now we are on the bridges above, up in the sky, away from that fog down below, and these are Knights of the Cuckoo! Though they are spirits, they are more of these blue summoned ones. Oh, sorry about that cut, I just went into a coughing fit for no fucking reason while trying to talk. I don't really get what the deal behind these blue summons is, like, who's making them, where do they come from, I don't know. It's like, they're just there. I assume it's done as a way of, like, surprising you with these enemies, rather than having them always be there from the start. Very effective trap, guys. Seriously, what kind of trap is that? Come on. From Software loves themselves some traps, but this is by far their least effective that I have ever played against. Drink. And let's see. Is this optional? It kind of looks optional. And we can drop back down to somewhere below. We can also drop down to that roof. Okay, so it is optional. Yeah, it doesn't connect back. What do you got here? Rune Arc. Always like to see those. Makes up for the one that I used against the Royal Revenant. I've decided from this point onwards, I am no longer going to say the name Royal Revenant in a calm manner. Oh, sorry. I'm no longer going to say the name Royal Revenant in a calm manner. What am I targeting way down there? Yeah, target that thing. That's very important. That's definitely a threat to me right now. Warpick and more Rhea Lucarian gauntlets. I don't know if they're Knights of Rhea Lucaria or Knights of the Cuckoo. Oh, I think that's like an alternate name for them, Knights of the Cuckoo. I think, didn't someone say that, or did I just... No, okay, I thought I remembered reading an item description that claimed that the Knights of the Cuckoo and Knights of Rhea Lucaria were the same, but it's entirely possible they weren't. Down in this secret area, semi-secret, is a room. A room that I don't believe you can get to from outside. No, you can't. I never found this door. Well, maybe I wasn't that good at exploring this place after all. Yeah, the door was just right over here and I never saw it. Alright, Finger Creeper, that's really cool. Real cool of you. Ooh! Legendary assault rifle! No. It's the Sword of Night and Flame. I've seen this thing in action. This thing looks really fun. Only problem is, it requires 24 intelligence and 24 faith. And 12 strength and dexterity on top of that. So, I'm not using it. Astrologers who preceded the sorcerers established themselves in mountaintops that nearly touched the sky and considered the fire giants their neighbors. We've heard about the mountaintops of the giants, I guess the fire giants. Unique skill, Night and Flame stance. Hold the sword level, prepare to cast a sorcery. Follow up with a normal attack to cast Night Comet, or a strong attack to sweep forward with a burst of flames. So yes, the sweep forward with the burst of flames is a big wall of fire you send forwards, and the Night Comet is the attack Renala used on us in her boss fight. It was the first one she did in Phase 2. It also goes by the name Comet Azure, which we will be finding at a later point, but you can use it with that sword instead of as a sorcery, because that sorcery isn't found for a long time. That's everything for this secret area, so let's hop back up. Manor lower level? Well, we climbed stairs, did we not? Wait. I guess relatively speaking to everything up there, it is the lower level, but still, and that's the ground level, maybe that's what they're going off. You could just call it first floor, second floor. I don't know when we invented those terms, but yeah. I've learned recently an interesting fact that apparently buildings in Japan skip the 4th floor, because in Japan, the pronunciation of 4 is the same as the word death, so it's kind of been treated as unlucky. So like, similarly, there are buildings here in the United States, at least, that I haven't noticed, but there are apparently some buildings that skip floor 13, because similarly, floor 13 has some superstition around it. And that's kind of interesting. I've never noticed it myself, but apparently it is out there. I've just never noticed it. I better stop now before I repeat myself too much. I heard an extra summon sign and didn't see anyone spawn in front of me, so there was only one option, and I got hit by a freaking throwing knife or something, or a crossbow. Ah, right in the heart. My heart has stopped and I am dead now. I would love to lure those guys into the traps. Unfortunately, they're archers and they will never move. Alright, I did summon someone else in, so if there is a trap around here, I'd like to use it against you. Oh, yeah, I summoned someone else in, right? Yeah, just someone else, you know. Someone else with a couple of roommates who tagged along. Okay, you there. You, stand on that, stand on that, stand on that, stand on that, please. No! He walked off it just in time. Let's do the maximum amount of damage possible. If this game used 8-bit numbers for its damage calculations, which it doesn't do, thankfully. Is there another trap for you? Is there another trap? I have to know. It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. This is the next major section of the dungeon. I don't see any traps here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to kill you. Alright, well, missed out on discovering a fun little thing about this game. If it really is, if those guys can be killed with the traps. The traps that do almost nothing to you. Hold on. I've never been here. Better late than never. What is this part? I don't think I've ever seen this. Rhymes Crystal, but you're really exciting me. Don't be another thank you. Golden Rune level 3, that's more like it. Are we about to encounter Cleric Beast on here or something? Why is this just a long bridge that goes to a dead end? Can I jump off the side to somewhere special? Doesn't look like it, so yeah. Then there's some small finger creepers over this way. It leads to a tower. Maybe there's something inside the tower? I like how the remains of those things were floating above the ground. Oh, no item on this side like there was on the other side. What? What is that little... What's that little notch in the side? What is that for? it would be funny if there was a little tunnel going to the other side, like for a mouse to go through. They made a tunnel specifically for the mice. They welcome mice into their manor. Ow! Okay. And then the mice mutated into finger creepers when the nuclear bombs hit. I don't know. Trying to make a Fallout spin with it. Urumi! That's a weird looking okay. This weapon, made of extremely thin, flexible blades of metal, is wielded like a whip by Nightfolk warriors. Though in essence a whip with a cutting edge, it can also be used as a spear to pierce foes. And I have the stuff required to... Let me see this. This is interesting. Yeah, it's a sword that flops around. Yeah. Very weird. How can it be used as a spear? Like that. Really weird. Kinda cool, though. I don't think I'm gonna use it, especially because it's unupgraded right now, but that is interesting. I have very much never been over here before, because I've never had that before. Let's switch back to the Twin Blade. My cold, icy Twin Blade. I do really like cold weather. Hi, Abductor Virgin. Yeah, there's so much stuff over here I've never seen. I do really like cold weather, though. I'll be honest. I prefer winter to summer. Like, lately, I've started preferring winter to summer. Not in every way, of course. As I mentioned last time, the snow is my least favorite part of it. And if it weren't for snow, winter might be my favorite season. Oh, and if it weren't for the drab color palette that it usually brings. Like, the snow can look pretty sometimes, but there's only so much white and brown I can handle before it starts getting really boring. My personal favorite season, though, is autumn. Like, autumn looks amazing and comes with the nice benefits of cold weather. And has no mosquitoes, I don't think. Like, spring and summer have mosquitoes galore, but autumn doesn't have any. I love it. I also love the name, autumn. And fall. Fall is a good name for it, too. Plus, who doesn't love Halloween? Speaking of which, I've yet to show it in this, in a video, but I haven't worn a Halloween costume in years, but for this past Halloween, I actually did. I dressed up as the butcher from Stay Out of the House. My sister helped me make the costume. She made the mask and the apron, and that was, they came out looking real great. That was a real cool looking costume. And I still have it. I can still, like, put it on next Halloween if I wish, because I didn't actually do anything with it. Alright, this appears to be the end of this part. Let's head back up to the bridges. Come forwards, come forwards, come forwards! My god! It's like they know. And hell, they might. There are more traps over there, but I'm too lazy to do them. So I'm gonna take those 3 to the back. And after I go visit a chiropractor real quick, we shall continue on through this dungeon. Ah, the chiropractor was in my pocket all along. Yeah, I didn't actually go out and trick-or-treat. I'm one of those types who would be very self-conscious actually trick-or-treating at my age. I am college age, so yeah, that would be a little bit weird from my perspective. There might be some college-age people who still do it, and they're like, they don't care. They might be turned down by a few houses, but aside from that, yeah. I didn't really do anything with it, so I might just use it again next year for something else. I don't know what that something else would be, but something. I don't know. And very fitting that I'm talking about this, because I'm actually wearing a Stay Out of the House shirt right now. Here's my obligatory, if you are a fan of horror games and you haven't played Stay Out of the House, you need to fix that right now. It's on consoles. There's a very good chance you are able to play the game, even if you don't have any consoles, any modern consoles, like even a Switch or an Xbox or whatever. It's a low-poly game. The game's has low-quality graphics because it's in a PS1 style, so there's a good chance your computer can run it. It's a great game. You will not regret it. Or you might. I don't know. Depends. If you do, let me know what you think of it, because I fucking love that game. It is my favorite horror game so far. Like, it does everything that I love about horror games super, super well. These are new enemies that I have yet to mention. I think they're called direwolves. And they have an interesting little property with them. I can upgrade my flasks now, I'm pretty sure. I can add an extra flask to my counter. Yippee! These guys, I'm pretty sure, are immune to all status effects, but whenever an enemy is made immune to status effect, they are given a special flag to make it so that you cannot give them any status effects whatsoever. You can't even start building it up for them. Oh, actually, no, they're susceptible to frost. Okay. I know what they're immune to. They are immune to sleep. And usually when an enemy is immune to something, they have 999 sleep resistance. This actually gets secretly scaled up to something like 2,000. But either way, they have a flag set so that you can't give them any sleep buildup whatsoever. That said, these wolves are the only enemies to not have 999 sleep. In fact, they have a reasonably low amount of sleep resistance, but they are immune to it. In fact, if you were to remove their immunity to sleep through mods, they actually do follow sleep. They have an animation for succumbing to sleep. So they were going to be susceptible to sleep at one point, and then it must have been a last-minute decision to change it. Pretty interesting. My sources for this are Illusory Wall's video on resistance correction. Go check that out. It's pretty interesting. And it actually goes over a mechanic I haven't been over. If you inflict a status effect on an enemy, the next time you try to inflict the same status effect, it'll be harder to inflict it. They have a greater resistance against it. This is not where I should get to that area, so let's keep going ahead this way. So now, with my new Cold Twin Blade, if I were to inflict frost on something, the next frost inflict would not come as quickly. It would only take like a few extra hits, but still, it is noticeable. It is a noticeable difference. Actually, I've never personally noticed the difference, so maybe it isn't that noticeable after all, but still, you know. Yep. Ow, okay. I like how the trees are disappearing. I will say, they did a much better job with the camera in this game compared to something like Dark Souls 3 or the previous games where they do fade the objects away like that. They fade away the walls and the ladders and stuff like that so that you can have a clearer view of stuff. In fact, like if you're up against a wall, even your character starts to fade away, I think, right? Well, no, apparently not in that case, but in most other cases. And that's really nice. I always thought Dark Souls 3's camera could have used a little bit of improvement. It didn't really help in a lot of places, but I think Elden Ring's camera has its faults as well, but it's a lot better in some ways. You can't go one dungeon in this game without a freaking troll. Well, that's a lie. We went through the academy without a troll, but let me complain. I like complaining. Complaining is fun. Go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Hi. Interesting enemy to put here. Wow. Alright, Ruin Fragment. That's the best you guys can give, I guess. Magic Grease? Is there a shortcut from here I can unlock? Oh, yeah, right. One of the weird things about Frost, whenever I touch their corpses after I've frosted them and killed them, they've exploded in a little snow particle. I don't know what that's about. I think it's a bug. But either way, it's funny, so I'm gonna keep going with it. You almost look like a demi-human. Also, I find it kind of funny how I've been, like... Where did I get this ability? Oh, that was the Winged Sword insignia! Helping me. Okay, cool. It actually shows you visually, so I don't just have to guess. It's actually, like, there. Cool. I love how every time I've seen demi-humans, I've been like, you guys suck, forgetting the fact that the demi-human chiefs in the cave in Limgrave were the first bosses that I actually, like, had to summon Spirit Ashes against. I totally forgot that I did use Spirit Ashes against them, but I did because they were annoying. Because I guess not all demi-humans are weaklings. What a surprise. Ever since then, though, I obtained Carian Slicer, so they stand no chance anymore, but, you know. It was just that first attempt that you guys don't stagger. I hate you. I hate you immediately. Enemies that don't stagger suck, and that's because, you know, they're actually a challenge unlike other enemies. I like it when enemies in games aren't a challenge at all, is basically... That's basically what I'm saying with some of the things I've been complaining about in this game. I will admit, some of what I complain about is just, I don't like that the game is hard. But, I'll say, this game is hard in a lot of ways that I don't think are good. Like, with the Royal Revenants, I don't think those are good enemies. I just think they're way too freaking over-the-top crazy, and that's the only reason they're difficult. They just lunge at you and 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 never stop. That's how they're difficult. Just constant attacking. Hello, red branch short bow. Polished red wood, fashioned by a master craftsman and wielded by pages. Pages! Those are what those guys are called. They are, the guardians of Slender Man. I don't know. It's weird that the no-name character from Slender the 8 Pages can defeat the pages a lot better than Elden Ring characters can. I don't know where I'm going with this. By the way, I think the character in Slender the 8 Pages actually does have a name. It's Kate, supposedly. Like, I think that's the idea with the story in Slender the Arrival. You play as someone else named Lauren, and Kate is someone who was, like, studying the Slender Man and got way too into it and thus got captured by the Slender Man, and she's who you play as in the 8 Pages. I don't know why I have this information in my head. At one point, I actually cared a little bit about the Slender Man lore. The lore of Slender the Arrival. The more accurate statement is that I read the Wikipedia page back in the day about Slender the Arrival, and it told me that information. And I just remembered it after all these years. Please stop. Please actually stop. Oh my god. That was close. Well, Troll appears to have taken me out. That's fine. I'll just try again. So, some unfortunate news. I just scrolled through my spells right now. I can no longer use Scholar's Armament. One of the downsides to inflicting... I don't know exactly what causes it. It seems to be... Frost Buildup seems to be one of them, but it could be that if your weapon does a status effect, you can no longer apply greases or buffs or anything. I kind of don't like this. I know that maybe if you were allowed to do it, it would make your weapon a bit overpowered, but still, I'm not that big a fan of it because it means most of my favorite weapons inflict passive effects, so it means that the greases and that stuff is just useless to me because I can't use it on any of the weapons that I like. And it feels like I can only use it on the weapon that was born under the blood moon or something. So yeah, it just means that it's one less item I can use. For example, I don't think I can use Dragon Wound Grease on this anymore. Let me try it. Nope. Can't. Not allowed. I should have used Dragon Wound Grease when I had the chance. Coming in here with 7 flasks. Let's do this. Properly this time. There we go. Gets them out of the way. Let me get my runes. I had a lot. Troll goes down. He will no longer troll people on the internet. Did he drop anything? Yes, he did. Let's see what it was. Troll Knight's Sword. Did I have that already? Yes, I did. Okay, that's not new. I guess I would have popped up the new window if it has, but you never know with this game. I feel like there's a couple items I've picked up in the past that didn't show me the new screen. Alrighty, so from the top here, we have that way to go, but we also have this way behind all the bushes and flora. Nice view. Okay, I was about to say, if it weren't for the huge, bright, white fog, but nah, this is kind of a nice view. It's like Liurnia silhouetted from here. I like that a lot. It's not as pretty as other views of the place, but still pretty nice. Usually don't get terrifically great views of the surrounding world when inside a dungeon, so yeah, it's a rare sight. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna do every other minor dungeon and show all sorts of brilliant views of the rest of the world. Legacy dungeons tend to give them more often, though. Hi, a big jar in this secret area. It's not so secret, I mean, it's just a doorway off to the left. Carian Slicer works wonders, I love this. There's only a couple things to find here, and you mainly need to drop down a bunch of times to find it. So, excuse me as I kill some jars. You know, I wonder if these living jars are a small reference to The Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask had an enemy that was a pot that levitated off the ground and flung itself at you and would damage you. It wasn't strong at all and it would break instantly and die, but I wonder if the living jars are supposed to be kind of a nod to that. Hidetaka Miyazaki has gone on record saying that he is impressed with the Legend of Zelda games, so he's definitely taken inspiration from them, particularly with Breath of the Wild for this game. Are you the only jar? No, you're not. We're on the ledge down below where I just was. You just dropped down a little slope. Had to find the right word. Man, Caria Manor, more like Caria 2 FPS. Also, yes, I have motion blur on. Yes, I do. In fact, I have it on high. I really don't get what everyone's deal with motion blur is. I mean, if it makes someone nauseous, then I guess I can see that, but like, motion blur is that thing that everyone seems to just despise online, and they say it's one of the first things they turn off in a game, but I've always left it on because it looks pretty cool to me, and it also helps disguise the fact that the game is currently running at 20 FPS right now for me. Might not look that way for you, but for me it is. Yeah, it helps to disguise that fact. It helps to smooth it over, and, you know, it doesn't bother me very much at all. Like, maybe if my monitor were bigger, maybe if I were playing at a bigger resolution, then I would start to notice and care a little bit, but I'm at a 1080p screen. That's good enough for me. I don't feel the need to go any higher. I've already been over this tangent, ignoring the will of the wisp, but not everyone's gonna watch on my playthroughs, so I do repeat topics across playthroughs for that reason. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I kind of wish the damage would go up in that way, but it didn't. Oh man, with Carian Slicer, the Winged Sword Insignia might actually be really fun, because it is like, it is buffing my damage for as long as I can keep it up. It'll do more and more damage each hit. Although it works on like a tier system. You attack 3 times and then you're in tier 1 damage boost, and then if you attack more times afterwards, you're at tier 2 damage boost. Okay, so those are 3 attacks there. Do I have to hit an enemy for the effects to show themselves, or can I just do it out here? Okay, I have to hit an enemy, because I want to know what constitutes as 3 attacks for when I'm dual-wielding this thing. Alright, yet more places to drop down to. Did I miss an item? Did I miss the important secret thing from this place? Because there's kind of just a bunch of jars, not a whole lot. Oh, wait, there it is. There's the reason you do this. There's the reason. There's the reason to scale down with the jars. Ash of War, Carian Grandeur. Carian Royal Prestige embodied in a skill. Transform blade into magical greatsword and swing it down. Can be charged to increase its power by up to 2 levels. Ah, that's what Carian Knight was using against me, Moongrum. Remember him? Magic affinity. So, what else is here, if anything? I can jump up in here, but there's nothing. Alright, got it. That appears to be it for the drop down, so no other place to go but the big door up top. I'm gonna take off Scholar's Armament and Shatter Earth. And I don't think I'm gonna be replacing them with anything anytime soon. Because, like, I can't use Scholar's Armament. I don't need the Starlight. And everything else I can't freaking use. Well, I guess I could try Flamesling. I don't have any of my seals upgraded, though. And again, most of these incantations I can't freaking use. For now, I'll leave it like that. And then need 1,000 runes. Good thing is, you can finally see how many runes these things give you. It wasn't until an update to this game that they added that. It did used to say the same thing as all the previous games, the detailed description. Used to gain an amount of runes. But now it actually tells you how much it gives as of an update that I can't remember which one it was. It was one of them, though. Best way to take this path is not to approach head-on, especially considering the troll respawns. Just go to the side here, climb up, and make your way around. Oh, you staggered Carian Slicer! Guess what you're getting, dipshit! Oh my god. Alright, let me try on this next enemy. What constitutes 3 attacks? Wow, it is 3 hits. I did 666 damage for a brief moment there. It is 3 hits of that thing. Yeah, this thing is good. They have definitely buffed it up from Dark Souls 3. Very cool to see. And that decay is actually quite long, quite a bit longer than I thought, but I guess it's increasing up to the remaining tiers. Hello, is this where the council meets? The Carian Council? Some of them have knocked their chairs over. Do they all take foot baths at their meetings? Did you kill all of them? I guess so, since you're trying to kill me right afterwards. Royal Knight Loretta, kind of a tree sentinel with some magic capabilities, and as a result, well, we'll see. I remember this fight being fun, but again, we'll see how this goes. Watch out for that. I didn't watch out for it. I dodged in the complete wrong direction. She's got some quick, strong attacks that she can pull out. She has those, which she'll send at you after a little amount of time. Then she has the bigger one that wasn't the bigger one. Then she has her usual melee swipes that the tree sentinels all have. Though she is not technically a tree sentinel, she kind of looks like she has their helmet, though. How weak are you against Carian Slicer? Pretty okay against it. Certainly a lot weaker than Renala was. No. Drink. And then jump attack. And then that is coming after me. No. Yeah, that's a big swing. It's a big swig roller. Isn't that one of the names of the rollers from Splatoon 3? Ow. All right. Oh, that is known as Loretta Slash. It does a lot of damage. Don't be hit by it. Okay, you have a frost imbuement now, I'm guessing. Let me drink Physic, which I have time to do thanks to that. Oh, shit! That's the same bow that freaking whoever that was from Carian Study Hall, Preceptor Miriam, was using. Can I have that? Bam. 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 Okay. There we go. That attack, that like horse mule kick attack is weirdly fast. I never dodge it ever reliably. Oh, those are being sent after me and a lot more sparingly, a lot more scarcely. All right, this is going really well. Watch me die immediately. No, I staggered you. You're not yet dead. Now you are. Royal Knight Loretta is down. I died like 50 million times to the Royal Revenant, but not to the main boss of the major dungeon. Goes to show the difference in game design and how one of them sucks. That's my stance, I'm sticking to it. Fuck Royal Revenants. Sorry, fuck Royal Revenants. I'm totally gonna forget that I ever started that bit later in the series. Any items up here? No, but there is an altar of citrus showing that it does have something to do with this place. And that was Caria Manor. We are done. Royal Knight Loretta is the boss. You destroyed some of the council's chairs. How could you? I got no runes for that. So you know what? We're using 3 of these. I want to get another level up out of this place. I would like to level up Vigor some more. Is that good enough? No. All right, 3 of these should do it. I've got a ton of these from finding those graves, so yeah, this should be good. Let's get Vigor to 27, 870 health, and let's check it out. Ah, yes. Order has been restored to Elden Ring. Yeah, 870, that's the base health I have. I can't summon Torrents in here. I keep forgetting. For making it all the way through Caria Manor, your reward is a new section of Liurnia, the Three Sisters. That was a pretty cool music transition. Going from the castle theme to Liurnia, that was like the same, it's like playing the same note. That was neat. Usually the music transitions in this game are just like there and they're pretty obvious, but that one was so smooth, like, anyway. Let's check out the first of a few rises that we have around here. That is the whole deal with the Three Sisters. As you can see, there's a pretty big looking rise that way now. A rise there, a rise here, and a rise somewhere else. There are 3 of them. They are the Three Sisters. Renna's rise. Renna was the name of that person who we met in Limgrave who gave us the spirit calling bell, and I have barely used since then. Sorry about that. Blocked shut for now. And then you showed me the inside of the place. Whoa, you're telling me rises have ladders on the inside? Crazy secret. But yeah, that's interesting. Blocked shut for now. Didn't even say you must solve the puzzle to enter. It's just unavailable. For now. Quite a weird message. That might be the only time that shows up in the game. Pointless thing to climb for no reason. That's why it's pointless. Redundancy is my specialty. I am Mr. Redundant Man. That's who I would be if I were a villain on Word Girl. I also brought this up in the past, but man, Lady Redundant Woman, such a great name for that character. Anyway, Scarab, you there? You were in some ruins. Do these ruins have names? I'm not sure. They might be known as the Three Sisters. Oh, Ash of War Chilling Mist. I don't think I've ever had this, and that sounds cool. Chilling Mist coats armament in frost and then slash spreading frigid mist forwards. The armament retains its frost for a while. So it sounds like the Sword of Night and Flames skill, except with frost instead of fire. Now, I haven't been too subtle about it, but I've just failed to bring it up until now. There's a dragon here. And it is Glintstone Dragon Adula. Sure, we'll fight you, even though I can't use Dragon Wound Grease anymore. Would be real nice if I could. You take a lot of damage, but it's fine. You're a dragon. You shouldn't be too bad. If you're anything like Glintstone Dragon Smarag, You're not gonna be too bad. Ow. Maybe you will be. Alright. It's a bit harder to fight you here since we're on a slope. Sorry, I'm coughing. Hit you in the head some... Oh my god, you're glowing silver now. Because I freezed you. Or froze you. Freezed is not a word. Me. Ow. Okay, sorry, Torrent. Here, have a flask. I love that, like, through me drinking my own flask, Torrent heals? What the fuck? What the fuck? That was new. It also did my entire health bar of damage. I had no idea it could use that. Well, fine. I see how it is. Fuck you. Let's go. I have found it very unsuccessful to dodge... I'm sorry, Torrent. How did you take that much damage? What? Why were you that damaged? Did you not retain your health when I respawned? That makes no sense. Okay, anyway. I don't know how to dodge the big sword attack, is what I wanted to say before. Hello, you're all the way over here. I think, like, I've tried to dodge it while on Torrent. I think it's the one attack dragons could do that is not that easy to dodge on Torrent. In fact, it might be impossible to do so reliably. Oh, God, bite. That's better than the sword. Please never use the sword again. I think I might want to, like, go on foot real quick and try to iframe through it. Alright, that was pretty easy to avoid. Boom. Boom. Oh, God. No. Boom. Boom. Take it to the face. You are breathing. I shall move out of the way of that. By breathing, you are also killing my frame rate. Okay, levitation powers. That's something else Glintstone Dragons can do. We're learning a lot. Torrent, freaking heal up. Freaking heal up already, buddy. I know you've taken the brunt of these attacks, but my god, you just need to get over it. Sorry, Torrent. You're amazing. I love Torrent so much. Oh no, 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 oh no. I'm not dying to this thing again. We shall not suffer another death at the hands of a... No, you've got to be shitting me. It didn't kill me. It didn't kill me. I'm fine. I'm fine. Heal now. Did Torrent get killed by that, though? It should be fine, right? Torrent did not get killed. Hey, don't do it again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why it killed me the first time. I guess you found a way to... Seriously? Okay, we're doing... Oh, no, we're respawning. All right, I see. After you deal half its health of damage, it flees. So that's why I was wanting to attack and why I was so confident I would kill it despite it having that sword attack. It does flee at health, and yeah, it just bails. What a coward. Wherever you are, I will hunt you down, and I will defeat you eventually. For now, it was guarding the way up to this rise, and so are these wolves. Hold on, gotta take care of the wolves. Gotta take care of the wolves. Also, the dragon was doing frostbite in addition to everything else we've seen doing frostbite so far. So yeah, that's just further reinforcing the fact that this is that's further reinforcing the fact that someone who likes frost lives here. Ranni's Rise. Is she home? By any chance? I don't exactly know what I'm here to do with her. Oh yeah, seek the curse mark of death. Right. How can I forget that? Sight of Grace in here. Interesting. Got a little balcony you can always jump off of if you want. The Three Sisters is always foggy, I'm pretty sure, so unfortunately no cool views of Liurnia from here. What a shame. There is an elevator, though. An elevator that makes a cool sound as it goes up. I like the humming they added to these, rather than leaving them with, like, mechanical sounds, because they are just floating platforms. It's not like the elevators in the Ring City of Dark Souls 3, which were floating platforms, that still made, like, stone grinding sounds as if they were mechanical, when they really weren't. The view of Liurnia from here is pretty cool. Here's what it looks like on the map. Here's basically all the landmarks we're seeing. Awesome. That rock loaded in. That's fine. Game's gotta do that in order to actually run well. Hello. I thought you were Renna. But it appears not.
Oh. Again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Renna when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
That's because Roger inked me an invitation. You must be Ranni the Witch behind the Night of the Black Knives.
I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed, I am the witch, Ranni. I stole a fragment of the Rune of Death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away, and it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved.
Man, I was ready to go all Phoenix Wright and present all the evidence and stuff, but then she was like, nah, I did it, yeah. Also, I like the textures over there. Someone put 2 textures overlapping, and then the result was that. At least I think that's what's going on there. Where did the body go?
And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act not to bury the past, nor in shame of the deed, but all the same, thy begging compels me not a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone.
Please, please tell me where the body was. That wasn't what I was doing. I was just asking a friendly question.
The curse now.
Okay. I guess I'll report back to Roger saying the curse mark is not in the Three Sisters. Ranni cast off her curse mark.
I see. When Ranni shed her flesh, she shed the curse mark too. You know, not everyone would trust such a tale. But if she in her current form is nothing more than the living doll you profess, then perhaps it's true after all. Forgive the bluntness of the notion, but how would you like to become one of Ranni's vassals? Only in order to get what we want, of course. The location of the body which bore the curse mark, which right now I haven't the faintest. And the best way to find out is for you to enter her service and take a poke around on the sly. I know you've got what it takes. Not only are you a superb fighter, but people want to trust you. I've seen it.
Dude, she's kind of smart. She's gonna... Do you really think I could just go up to her and say, hey, I want to join your service, after asking about the curse mark and she won't connect the dots? Alright, that's just the same thing. Roger's proposition. Yeah, alright. I'll try it. Reminder to send the elevator back down every time you make the climb up this rise to talk to Ranni.
The curse mark, those now.
I wish to serve you. For dinner? No.
Is that so? Thou wouldst render me aid? Is that thy proposal? Affording thyself opportunity to grope about for the curse mark's location, no doubt. Very well. There's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme. What's more, if my past and past wounds beckon to thee, I am curious enough to see what thy destiny portends. I'll allow it. Enter my service, and good hunting to thee.
That was unexpected. Just for me personally. I've got autism, yeah, I don't understand social cues, so I feel like this would go real bad in real life, but you never know. I could always just not understand it. I think she has a little bit more to say. As you can see, there's now a combat lock on. You cannot attack her anymore.
Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe.
You fixed the
I
textures.
would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. And there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same.
Yay, I'm being taken advantage of. That's amazing. So, if you don't talk to Roger, if you don't find the black knife print and give it to Roger, and thus get pointed in Ranni's direction, if you just come up and talk to Ranni before doing any of that, first of all, Roger dies. he succumbs to the death blight that's infected him, and he will appear dead next time you talk to him. And secondly, Ranni will just say, hey, want to enter my service? And you can do it anyway, so you're not locked out of it. Kind of funny to see the other choices, because, like, with this route, you're telling her, hey, I want to find your curse mark. She's like, it's not here, fuck off. And then you're like, hey, can I join your service so that I can find the curse mark that way? That caused fall damage, I will heal that up. That was actually pretty close to death, so, careful of that. But normally, if you don't ask about the curse mark, she's like, hey, want to enter my service? How did you fit in here? I guess you are a spirit, so you did just teleport in here.
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Ranni has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Carian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Ranni's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success.
Thank you, bud.
My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Ranni, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Ranni.
Yes, indeed. So they're kind of like sending themselves to this place as holograms for me to talk to. It's like an advanced version of Zoom. Honestly, I wonder if technology has degraded since the medieval ages.
Long time, friend.
Long time indeed.
Life. Have you forgotten? Glad to have you in the service of Mistress Ranni. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there.
Ooh. I am excited for that.
I'm going below to see if I can. Don't keep me waiting, eh?
Well, I'll have to start that next episode, but this episode is almost done, so I guess I won't keep you waiting very long. And then, who are you?
I see. You must be Ranni's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Selvis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
There's always this type of character in a club that you join. The snotty, arrogant one.
I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit.
Good, I know what area to avoid.
Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Ranni? If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady?
I don't have a response to that.
I reside.
Alright, done talking to you. So, it's kind of weird what you have to do from here. If you try to leave the tower right now, you get blocked in with fog, or blocked in with nothing. There's just an invisible wall here. It is supposed to be like a little wall of fog. It must not be showing up properly for me. What you need to do is go back up and talk to Ranni once more. Then, you will be free to leave this place. You can't even fast travel either. Cannot travel to a site of grace right now. You talk to all three of them, and then you go back up and talk to her, and then you're good. It's a little bit weird, but you'll get there eventually since you can't go anywhere right now.
Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise.
That is now my new favorite way to say, I'm going to bed. I'm going to take a nap. I shall soon enter my slumber. Oh, you broke it again. Oh, it's fixed from certain angles, but not from others. I look forward for the task to be done when I wake up tomorrow morning. It's just so funny. Anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to do in this video. We are approaching 2 hours, and I hope not to make this any longer, but we still have a tiny bit left to see. There is this tower that we have yet to go to. I guess we could make a brief stop down there, and then maybe next time I'll check out this. It'll take me 2 seconds. Then I'll pay Jar Baron a visit, and then we're going down here. At long last. It's gonna be a lot cooler than Ainsel River. Believe me, if you weren't so impressed by Ainsel River with the underground locations, well, first of all, Ainsel River is pretty cool, so I don't know how I could think that, but Schiefer River is something else. Not counting surface regions, that might be my favorite area of the game. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. I've got 2 things I wish to do left in this video, and one of them is, unfortunately, go over to visit this last tower with the stupid head in it. Missed the Roa fruit outside, but something tells me this guy would actually kind of hate if I took his Roa fruit. Hello. Hey, you're wearing the same outfit as Miriam from the Carian study hall. I hate you even more now.
Well, you took me at my word. Did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze. I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nepheli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you?
Sure.
Good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question.
Yeah, that doesn't look dangerous or anything.
Find Nepheli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon.
Okay, but first, what's up in your tower? I'm gonna check this real quick, and then we'll do it? Small flask received from Preceptor Celavus containing a cloudy tonic of bluish black. Find Nepheli and ensure she drinks it. Mind if I just take your treasure at the top of the tower? It's mine now. Goodbye. Memory stone. Let's go. So, well, yes, you can give this potion to Nepheli. You can actually give it to a bunch of different people if you want. It doesn't have to be Nepheli. You can also come on over to Gideon to talk about it. Shut up about Landale. Show him Celavus' potion.
Is that potion what I think it is? Bloody Celavus. I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer?
Fuck no.
Would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard?
Yes.
I'll dispose of the potion myself. You go and see Celavus, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold.
So you made Nepheli drink the potion?
Yes, I
Well
did.
done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts under the tutelage of the great preceptor Celavus. I doubt much of it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass our lady.
I was gonna say, where's the gift? I think I know what the gift is.
Wish to begin right this moment? Well, your impatience, though boorish, is understandable. Let's have at it.
Alright, he sells Carian Phalanx, Carian Retaliation, Glintstone Ice... This is where you get Glintstone Ice Crag. God, I have to buy it from you? Are you kidding? I have to give you money if I want this? I might relent, and then Freezing Mist. Snowy Crone taught the young Ranni to fear the dark moon as she imparted her cold sorcery, and that's what that says as well. This was the Carian royal family's secret means to prepare against the disloyalty of the Academy. The moon and the stars would one day go their separate ways, an enhanced version of Glintblade sorcery used by enchanted knights. He does have something to say about Nepheli.
So, you had Nepheli drink the potion? Truly?
then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit wrong. I think it was definitely a little bit incorrect, the potion. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I'll consider buying stuff from you. There is also more you can do with him, but you think I'm going to do anything with him? Fuck no. One last thing. There is something around this region that I would like to take care of. In between the gazebo Raya is in and the boil prawn shack is this piece of ruin. Hold on. Approach it at nighttime, and you shall encounter, eventually, another Deathbird. Let's fight. I think we can take it out. We're pretty strong. We've done both of the dungeons in this place now. Oh, but it took a lot of... Okay, that wasn't actually that much damage. Crap, I might be in for it. I think I'm in for it. Oh no, Deathblight. Okay, I found that it was better not to lock onto this guy. I think my Frost is gonna do a lot against him. Maybe he's resistant to magic and that's why I'm not doing as much. Or we'll see with Carian Slicer, I guess. Ow, I'm being pecked. Ow, I'm being pecked. Did you know I'm being pecked? Wasn't that obvious from the footage or anything? I love some of the no damage runs this game got soon after it released, because the way they dealt with this guy dropped something that no damage runners like to use. And the way they killed this thing is they would find a bow, give it Asher War Mighty Shot, or find a bow with Mighty Shot. They would stand on the ruins and just shoot it repeatedly as it stood on the ground and didn't do anything about it. I think I'm dead from this. Yeah, I am. God damn it. It's really funny. Alright, I'm just gonna Great Glintstone Shard you. And then you're gonna hit me like that. And we'll unlock the camera and try to get in if I can. Doesn't seem like I can, though. Okay, cool. You don't seem that weak to Frost. That didn't damage me at all. Oh my god, that attack is way too freaking quick. Don't tell me I die from this. I died from this. Yay! Love it! Love Elden Ring bosses. I think the Scenic Isle is a much better starting place. Yeah, the ruin is right there. Let's go there instead. That doesn't do too bad a job, and it's less FP than the big one, so sure. I hate how the grab attack can actually kill me from this level of health. That is so annoying. Okay. Unfortunately, can't summon Spirit Ashes for this guy, so I just have to get good at him or return later. Which I could always do. Oh my fucking god! That stupid grab attack comes way too fast! Alright, are you done? Thank you. You're gonna... Fucking... So, it's like if I have any health missing at all, the grab attack one-shots me. And it comes out that fast. I thought this thing wouldn't be too strong, only like a minor step above the Limgrave one. And considering that I have most of this region cleared, I thought we would have the strength to do it, but I guess not. Okay, those aren't the grab attacks, I'm guessing. No pecking me. Yep. Then, let me Great Glintstone Shard you to death. This is actually working really well. I think this is what I would rather do than go melee. Maybe I'll go melee at the end. Just don't grab me, and we'll be fine. Alright. I'll let the final hit be melee. Watch me die right now. Watch me die right now. Ah, whatever. Just shove it. Thank you. Okay. Not too bad as soon as I started using magic. Magic is really effective against certain enemies. Not all of them, though. Red Feathered Branch Sword. Since it is red, you could probably guess, or actually, I don't know if you could guess, but this raises defense when HP is low, this raises attack power when HP is low. Actually, I meant to say, instead of no damage runs, no hit runs, because they do take damage on purpose so that they can use the effects of that talisman to their advantage. Pretty cool. Now, I can take that skull off my map. And to end off this video, I think I would like to head back to Boil Prawn Guy and buy something else from him, because he's got some funny dialogue. Besides, he might have something new to say.
Alright, mate. Want some more prawn, do you?
Alright, he didn't really say anything else this time. I'll buy some prawn, sure. I no longer have enough to buy the ice crag from Celavis. That might be for the best. Why don't I go get it real quick? Of all of his sorceries, that's the one I'm most interested in. Oh, shut the fuck up and give it to me already. I need 75,000. I can actually use it. That's surprising. I guess this could be our replacement to, what was it? Sorcerer's thing. Scholar's armament. There we go. All right, there's a secret thing up this. I promise I'm ending the video soon. It's just there's more stuff I keep remembering. This is Elden Ring after all. Yes, back at the top behind big annoying dude's tower. Black Wolf Mask. Looks an awful lot like Blythe. Relic of an assassin who assumed the guise of Ranni the Witch's loyal shadow. The likeness is striking. Could Blythe be Ranni's royal shadow? Looks kinda cool. Might consider wearing it, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have the red hair showing. It's part of my character's identity, so that's the main reason why I don't like to wear helmets in these games, is because I like showing the red hair. It's cool. I love red hair. This place looks cool at night. I think Limgrave is the best looking region when it comes to nighttime. It looks great. I love the blue tint here. And it actually is a bit dark in places. Next time on Elden Ring, we join Blythe down in Shifra River and explore the place at long last. I'm gonna take this off. Sorry, Blythe, your face is cool, but it doesn't look that great on me. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.